Do you often find yourself being your own worst critic? It's a struggle that's all too common. We're delving into the realm of self-criticism today, exploring the top 5 reasons why we sometimes become overly harsh judges of our own actions and accomplishments. From the pressure of perfectionism to the fear of failure, these factors can often hold us back. But remember, understanding these reasons is the first step to overcoming them. So, before we delve into the reasons, remember, understanding is the first step to overcoming. Starting from the 5th reason, we often beat ourselves up due to our pursuit of perfection. This relentless chase, while it can fuel our desire to improve, often sets us up for unrealistic expectations, leading to harsh self-judgment when we fall short. We become our own harshest critics, focusing more on our shortcomings rather than celebrating our victories, no matter how small. This habit, however, is more damaging than beneficial. Remember, perfection is an illusion. Strive for progress, not perfection. Next up, the 4th reason is the fear of failure. It's a common human instinct to protect ourselves from disappointment. We tend to criticize ourselves before others have the chance to, thinking it will soften the blow of potential failure. But this self-criticism only reinforces our fear, creating a vicious cycle. It's important to remember that everyone stumbles on their journey. It's these missteps that shape us, teach us, and ultimately propel us forward. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. The 3rd reason on our list is a negative upbringing. Our formative years are a canvas, and the experiences we have, especially those involving authority figures, become the indelible strokes that shape our self-perception. If these experiences are negative or filled with criticism, they can lead us down the path of self-criticism. We start to internalize these negative voices until they become our own. But it's crucial to remember, while your past might have shaped you, it doesn't have to define you. The 2nd reason is a common pitfall, comparing ourselves with others. It's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our own worth against someone else's accomplishments. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-criticism. But remember, each person's journey is unique, and their success doesn't diminish your own. Instead of looking sideways, let's keep our eyes on our own path. Cherishing our individual progress and victories can foster a sense of self-worth. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your own journey. And the number 1 reason why we are our own worst critics is a lack of self-love. When we fail to love ourselves, we create a void that we try to fill with constant self-criticism and self-doubt. We become trapped in a cycle where we constantly undermine our own worth and abilities, driving us further into self-deprecation. What we need to understand is that self-love is not about being narcissistic or complacent. It's about accepting ourselves, warts and all. It's about recognizing our strengths and our weaknesses, and working on improving ourselves, not because we are inadequate, but because we are capable of growth. Cultivating self-love helps us break the cycle of self-criticism. It helps us see ourselves in a more positive light, to celebrate our achievements, and to forgive ourselves for our mistakes. We start to understand that it's okay to be imperfect, and that our worth is not defined by our flaws. Self-love is the key. Love yourself and the self-criticism will lessen. To recap, we've explored the top 5 reasons why we often become our own worst critics. Perfectionism, fear of failure, negative upbringing, comparison with others, and lack of self-love. Understanding these is the first step in silencing our inner critic. It's essential to acknowledge and address these issues. Remember, you hold the reins of your life. Choose self-love and positivity over self-criticism. The world isn't biased. What you give is what you will receive. Choose wisely.